Happy Halloween and welcome to News. Jim Justice is away, I'm Russ, and I'm glad you're with us. A clown who has reportedly been stalking the streets of a Scottish village has issued a message to the media and dared the police to catch them. The person, wearing a Pennywise-style outfit, has allegedly been leaving red balloons around Skelmorlie in North Ayrshire, Scotland. Of course, our older viewers will recall in early August 2016, reports began to surface of clown sightings in South Carolina. Supposedly, those clowns were attempting to lure children into the woods. Similarly, a clown was sighted in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, offering treats to children. The clown fled when police arrived.
Russ?
Go ahead, Russ. Respond to your insect friend. Tell him what you're thinking about. Tell him that instead of an angel and a devil on your shoulders, you have a deranged clown living inside your head like a divorcee living in his younger, more successful brother's unfinished basement.
We need to wrap up the clown story.
Yeah, we better call the bakeries and have them lock up their banana cream pies or someone might get hurt.
Oh, good save. Hey, look, I made a naked balloon Leslie Nielsen.
Introducing the pinnacle of window technology, our patented Panorama guard windows. Crafted from the finest reinforced timpantium glass, these windows are engineered to withstand the harshest elements Mother Nature can conjure. With Panorama guard windows, your home will stand strong against hurricane-force winds, thanks to our exclusive AeroShield technology. Worried about security? Locker security latches can withstand up to 400 pounds of leverage strength and can be controlled through your smartphone or by a technician at 2 a.m. from an unmarked car. Winter chill? Not a problem. Our cryo-core insulation ensures your home stays cozy even in the most frigid temperatures. I watched you sleep last night. Worried about UV rays fading your furniture? Our SunGuard Pro technology provides unbeatable UV protection while allowing natural light to flood your space. Upgrade to Panorama Guard windows today and experience the pinnacle of style, security, and energy efficiency. Call us now for your free consultation and let your windows do more than just frame your view. Let them redefine it. Kyle's Interior Doors Windows.
So you finally took my suggestion and we're watching a snuff film. Oh, so Seth Rogen directed. The masks say spooky, but the music says herpes. See, they had to make a second edition because a bunch of kids died after watching the first one. Why does Casper look like he's on parole?
Halloween is really a special time, isn't it?
A time of dressing up like winos and childhood obesity.
I am. Look up a little. That's me, a jack-o'-lantern.
The gypsy's prophecy came true. Gourds are sentient.
It's a nice and scary time, isn't it? All those wonderful costumes and masks and makeup.
So a regular Thursday at Anthony Weiner's house.
I also worry a little bit about the things that can spoil the fun of Halloween. Those kinds of things scare me too.
Sometimes I think about it just so I can feel something. just so I can feel alive. You ever do that? Like, hold your hand over the burner of a hot stove until you can smell the hair on your hand singeing, and use that as an affirmation of your existence?
Okay, that is why Kimberly moved out and took the kids.
He's putting newspapers down so he doesn't get any blood on his fancy wood grain formica.
What kind of face you're gonna make on it, kid? I'll do that.
Hey, remember before when you called me Wish.com Bill Cosby?
You need the proper tools. But first you have to draw a face that you can carve.
Gotta be careful.
Corey's doing that.
That's a nice pumpkin face.
Thank you.
Let's see if we can cut the top off now.
Then you cut the top off so you can scoop out the insides. It takes a sharp knife. And you know sharp knives can be dangerous.
Trick or treat.
Oh, my stars. What terrifying monsters.
That's a nice pumpkin face.
Thank you.
Let's see if we can cut the top off now.
Then you cut the top off so you can scoop out the insides. It takes a sharp knife. And you know sharp knives can be dangerous.
He looks a little too into that. I loved you, Nicole.
Eager to get inside?
Yeah.
Go ahead and pull that off.
Ew, look.
You ever seen the inside of a pumpkin before?
You ever seen the inside of your friend's skull after it got blown open by a feces sniper just outside of Da Nang? He just took his helmet off for a minute. Billy! I can't help Billy! We made it!
But look at Corey's hand. Kinda gooey, isn't it?
Yeah, look at her hand, still moist after yanking my viscera from my hollowed out corpse.
Cut her? I hope Corey will do the safe thing. Good, that's a lot better. A clean, dry hand can hold a knife safely, and cut with it safely, too.
Say you're on the yard and you see some punk bitch that needs to be ventilated.
Always cut away from yourself.
Thank you.
Make sure there's an adult, or someone a lot older than you, who can help you if you need help. That's the safe way to carve a pumpkin. I'm glad Corey isn't going to spoil her Halloween fun. Carve carefully. That's one way to have a Halloween that's fun and safe. But what about having a candle burning inside your pumpkin? Well, I'm sitting on brick, but a candle and a pumpkin on a wooden porch might not be safe at all. A flashlight could be a lot safer then.
Oh, and there it is. It was never about fire safety. This whole thing was a segue to getting a flashlight stuck inside you. You know, I don't ordinarily kink shame, but you're sick.
But just about everybody does dress up in a costume. For instance, look across the street there.
Look into their window. Do they have any good stuff? Are the doors locked?
Jeremy in his costume.
Oh, Jessica, it's you. How do you like my costume? You look great.
Well, it may look great from the outside, but from the inside, things don't look very good at all. Jeremy can't see very well with his robot head on, and I don't think the rest of his costume lets him walk very well. He can't bend his knees.
Oh, yeah, everybody pick on the crippled kid. One of his testes hasn't dropped either. You want to point that out to everybody, too?
It's hard for Jeremy to keep his balance. If Jeremy went out like that, he might keep losing his balance all the time.
Well, then maybe Jeffrey should stop hitting the Schlitz before dressing up. Jeffrey, the school called today and said you drove your Huffy through a crowd of second graders. I can stop whenever I want to. I don't have a problem. You have a problem.
There, that's better. A costume shouldn't make you trip or fall. That's not safe. It should be easy for you to move in your costume. And you have to be able to see where you're going.
Look, Jessica.
A mask that makes it hard to see could get you into all kinds of trouble. There, that's much better. Jeremy can see well now and move safely in his costume too.
Now I'm going to try my...
Oh, but look at Jessica. She can't see much with her mask on.
Is nothing good enough for you?
Oh, Have I accidentally opened a portal to a labyrinth-like hell dimension ruled by the demonic entities? Or is that Madison Watkins under all those pens?
Don't be scared, Mrs. Wafflehauser. It's just me. Trick or treat.
Oh, now, am I going to have to get my P5000 powered workloader to fight this scary xenomorph? Or is that little Rory Anderson from next door?
No, don't be scared, Mrs. Wafflehauser. It's just me.
It's too big for me.
A monster needs an ugly face. But does it have to be a mask?
An early version of the movie Crow starred a prepubescent white girl and was also a Halloween safety video.
Okay, and I think we will have to break the ocular socket here and here, some liposuction here. Oh, you're going to look fantastic, darling.
And they won't spoil your fun on Halloween. Of course, the reason you get all dressed up
So Mom just took a mouthful of paint and just spit it in her face?
Grrr.
And I like to see all the children out in their costumes.
Is it a specific distance away? Is it 500 yards away?
And I hope you don't either.
Hey, Lindsay, who put your makeup on? A blind gorilla?
Shut up, Billy! My mom did it! Daddy says it's not her fault that the postpartum made Mommy put the cat in garbage disposal!
Yet, it's dark enough to make things outdoors hard to see. You and the cars. It makes me so happy when I see children look to their left for cars, then right for cars, then left again before they cross. You mustn't forget all the safety rules you know on Halloween, and especially because it's dark. It's safest not to cross between parked cars. That can be very dangerous. And don't cut across yards or empty lots.
That's where the homeless take their godless outside dukes.
Remembering safety rules is very important on Halloween. There's something else that can help keep you safe outside when it's dark.
A 9mm Smith & Wesson.
Yes, just as I thought. They're coming up my walk now. The people who live in my house like to take pictures of the children who come by.
But for some reason, no one has stopped them yet.
Okay, we're gonna take a picture for a treat too. Everybody smile.
Okay, in this next one, hold up this copy of today's newspaper.
To see them when it's dark. Do you see how easy it is to see the bright colors in the costumes? Bright colors are easier to see at night than dark colors are. But there's something else. Some parts seem to glow from the camera flash.
That's because certain regulations regarding the use of radioactive chemicals as fabric dyes haven't been passed in this state yet.
Special tape that reflect light very well. You can put tape like that on your
Go ahead. Guess which one's done today? The answer might surprise you.
reflecting material on them. Making your costume and your bag easy to see makes you easy to see. And that's a good way to help make Halloween safe. The safer Halloween is, the more fun it is, for you and for me. That's what I think.
Well, bless my heart, is that little Art the Clown? Godzilla? Is that you? Tell your mother to come by for tea next week. Oh, you're all so scary.
But some people have a strange idea of fun.
Some people like to watch 2,000 Mules with the sound off and covered in sour cream.
They don't think about how the people feel whose things are ruined.
And 15 years later, boom, Columbine.
And some people think it's fun to throw things at cars and houses and buildings.
Well, son, the public education system has failed us again. There was no chicken in there.
It isn't fun to spoil other people's things and make them unhappy. Some people even think it's fun to smash pumpkins.
And Joey Six Fingers says hello.
So hard carving pumpkins, and especially not for us pumpkins. Whew, wow, that was close. Some people don't know what fun really is. I do. And I'll bet you do too. And I know they do. Trick-or-treating is always fun.
All right, now everybody grab a handful of dirt and rub it on your face. We're gonna go panhandle in a Walmart parking lot.
And have an adult come along too. Don't ever trick-or-treat alone. And if someone you don't know very well invites you in.
Look, tonight. Would you like to come in? I have more treats inside.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Sure, you can take food that is easily poisoned from them, but walking into there for you, that's a hard pass.
Stay in your own neighborhood. Don't get too far from home. Don't worry, you'll collect enough treats. People are expecting you. And even if you don't stop at houses with no outside lights on, which you shouldn't, you'll have a wonderful time at Halloween.
Or will you? Statistically speaking, there's no amount of precautionary measures that will save all of you. Sure, you might miss out on being cornholed by the local pet house, but what about brain embolisms, runaway cars, mosquito-borne Ebola, gangland crossfire, and childhood leukemia?
Driver's eyes. That could be dangerous.
Bite my shiny 80s ass.
Just look how easy it is to see those children when they cross. They wouldn't want an accident to spoil their Halloween fun. I wouldn't want that to happen either. Trick-or-treating is almost over this Halloween for Corey and Jessica and Jeremy. It's almost time for them to head for home.
But first, a trip to the Murder Emporium. Don't forget to bring your chapstick. Having chapped lips can lead to things like communism and atheism. All right, let's see what you got here. It better not be any more broken boom boxes. Apples. Who tries to pawn an apple?
Hide.
Zala McGrath, the unholy? Why, look at you, you're growing like a weed. Here, take 2 pieces of candy.
Or at least someone a lot older than you. You see, some people think it's fun to play tricks with your treats. Watch out for candy wrappers that have been torn or punctured. That might be a sign of tampering. There might be things in the candy, so break open candy bars before you eat them. Cut fruit into pieces before you eat it, just in case something's been stuck in it. Watch out for things that look like candy, but might be medicines or drugs.
Wear a hat made of tinfoil to keep the oligarchy from reading your mind, and avoid Japanese hotels whenever possible.
It might not be so funny if you ate it. Treats are so much fun to collect, it'd be awful to have them spoil your Halloween fun by making you sick. Corey's treats won't make her sick, and I hope yours won't make you sick either. I hope you can have the most fun you've ever had this Halloween. Halloween can be a scary time, not because of witches or ghosts that we know aren't real,
But because of the wide-awake nightmares that are your neighbors, just waiting for you to drop your guard so they can kill, eat, and fuck you. Sometimes not in that order.
your pumpkin carefully. Make sure that you can see, and make sure people can see you.
Rig a car alarm to a portable battery and strap road flares to your head.
And take off your mask when you cross a street.
Trick or treat!
Trick or treat in your own neighborhood, and don't keep any treats that don't look right. If you can do all that, then you won't have to worry about scary, real things happening on Halloween, right? Right.
Wait, what did that ghost do to that pumpkin? Did he just kill Pumpkin? You monsters! He was just a boy!
Oh God, he came back to claim more victims.
And for you to see the cars well.
Trick or treat! 4 more years! I won in 2024! I'm Mrs. Vice President! Oh, Frank! Get the gun! Get the gun!
At the shit factory.